So I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel where we are doing a presentation with one of our teachers, Tatiana Hellier, who works with us in our mediumship courses. And I'm just going to bring Tatiana on here with us. There we go. And we'll just wait a moment for her to arrive.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. It is
Hi,
a brand new, beautiful day. Glad to have you here, Tatiana. I'm glad you can make some time to join us.
Ah, thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm just going to bring Tatiana on here. There we go. I just had to mute that feedback out of the way. Hello, Julia, Patricia, Kira. Hi, I have Tatiana Hellier with me today. You might just have to change your name, Tatiana. I somehow I've got your name, my name on your screen. Again, my first time using this is my first time using Zoom on YouTube. So I want to say welcome everybody and thank you for coming out. Today I want to talk about an event that Tatiana is going to be putting on this Halloween Saturday called Blue Moon in Taurus Halloween Healing Event. That's going to happen on October the 31st at 12 p.m.
Yes, 12 p.m. EST or 4 p.m. UK time.
Right. So 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. UK time. And I have to say, I had the opportunity to experience Tatiana's three-tiered healing modality, of which I only experienced 2 tiers yesterday. And what I got to experience yesterday is called a distant quantum healing and ancestral healing lineage or lineage healing. And I have to say, she does this from a distance and it's profound. I got to experience my whole energy system, my chakras being realigned and a lot of old emotional energies literally being released from my physiology. And this is a beautiful thing. We have to learn to release emotional energies from our body in order to be able to allow the higher light frequencies in, to allow our guides, our angels, those that want to connect with us. It's important that we be able to release our lower vibrational energies. And I'm Tatiana, I want you to talk a bit about what you do to people so they can know what to expect. Like I said, for me, it was an amazing experience and it lasted, I think, about just under 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was amazing. Tell me a bit about what you did and what you do and why you're doing it at this time.
I always want to be a healer, so I want to heal people. And at this time, it's very important for everybody invest your time and efforts in healing, because what happened in the planet with ascension and moving into 5th dimension, we can't take any of our dense energies with us, and you don't want to be stuck here. We all want to move to higher dimensions, to better life, to happier life. And why is important that everybody heal themselves by releasing all these very dense energies, which is a lot of it stored in everybody's root chakra and heart chakra. We have a lot of not our energies. This is all fears, traumas, all sorts of grief and everything, just horrible things we store from our ancestral lineages. So this is where is ancestral healing coming. It's very important because it's not just for us, it's for our planet as well. We have to heal land, like part of one of my many missions to do ancestral land healing as well. And we're releasing a lot, not from this planet. And when we're doing healing on our lineage, so you have to imagine it's not just your parents. Every time you've been incarnated here, each time you have completely different new ancestral lineage. So you have to understand that you've been all sorts of different persons. You've been different races, different colors, all sorts of cultures. You've been nearly everything. So you have to understand that's why we unity and why we are one, because we've been all these beings, and we've been all different beings on all different galaxies and different planets. So say you human is just not saying nothing, because we have to heal everything.
Wow.
So
What
by
about
releasing dense energies, releasing dense energies, it's improving. You're releasing lots of emotional baggage, which is you not realize is not even yours, and is all these programs as well you're releasing, which is you feel so much lighter and much happier. You less negativity, and if you keep working on yourself, is just with time. Your life will improve so much, and life of people around you, because it's like a ripple effect.
Is this like releasing the collective unconscious energies from all the different incarnations and places we've existed through time space?
Yes, exactly. Yes, and I have third healing modality, which is regeneration, is soul defragmentation healing, which is specifically only work on the soul level, because when we had deep traumas in our incarnation in different planets, different galaxies, so we left pieces of our soul. So all our souls is all fragments missing. So it's really important now to heal soul, because lots of us will have now like last incarnation on this planet. So we want to go back after this incarnation, and our soul have to be healed as much as possible, so we can go higher realms, higher dimensions and everything. But by healing our soul, it will help collective. That's what we're doing.
Hmm. So it's kind of like the more we realign our energy to what we are as a whole being, we then begin to actually help the planet as well.
Yes, we definitely help the planet, but it's so high dimensional information. It's such a quantum universe. It's sometimes a bit difficult to understand how my healings actually works. I think it's only very high dimensional beings like ascended masters can really explain that. So if you can channel, please, one of the masters who can explain how my all three modalities working together, helping collective, please, that will be fantastic.
Well, I know from what everything they've told me about what's happening, a lot of healers, a lot of teachers, a lot of instructors are emerging at this point of time and space on this planet to help people to fully integrate who they are into time space, so that they can execute the intentional purpose that they came here to carry out. Every one of you has an intentional purpose. You came into form for that purpose. And there are modalities such as this one that will facilitate that process of integration and intentional manifestation of your purpose. You have a purpose that is unique to you in that physical form. You want to access all the tools and resources you have in order to articulate the expression of your purpose deliberately and consciously in time and space. This one got to experience this yesterday. He was quite surprised what happened with him. For many of us work with this one too, and many of you as well that are in this process of transformation and change deliberately. Do not look back if you want to go forward. Embrace what is in front of you right now so that you can begin to be free and do as you intended here. Do as you intended to do here. Do not be afraid to receive the guidance, the knowledge, the experience, and the information that's necessary to elevate your consciousness from being limited exclusively to that body and that mind in which you find yourself. They are only mechanisms that do not define or represent you accurately, and yet there are mechanisms to liberate you from them so that you can articulate what you are being and needing to be here at this time, on this particular incarnation, in this dimension. You're all here deliberately and intelligently. Interesting. Interesting. some of the beings that you worked with, I felt like the Pleiadians were very strong on Saturday with me. That actually, I mean, I've experienced them energetically, but not on such a visceral level. Like I was really feeling the energy of the Pleiadians in my body, like they were literally adjusting the structure of my cells, and that blew me away. How does that work? How do you direct that energy from them?
Yes, I work with lots of beings, and I connect straight to source. So I can see source light, and I work with Pleiadian collective. So I'm incarnated member of Council of Nine, so that's Pleiadians. So maybe that's why energy of Pleiadians is so strong, because I'm one of the strongest energies.
That makes perfect sense. So like I said, I completely felt their presence in my body. Usually I can feel them in the energy around my body, but I actually felt them interacting directly with the consciousness of my body. So that's really amazing that you can channel them. Who else are you work with in these modalities? What other beings do you bring through?
Yes, I can explain how is actually quantum healing works, whatever I do, and so people understand what is actually happening. And I will talk about which beings doing what as well, how they're working with me. So
Please.
first I connect to your higher self. So I ask permission for healing. Then I set up intention to do healing of the best and highest good of a person I'm doing healing. I connect to my team and I call upon the person's team. So then I get two teams together and I ask Archangel Michael to protect us, to keep us safe, and while I'm doing healing for both of us. Archangel Michael then cut all cords of attachments. Then Saint Germain surround person with his violet flame to burn all negative energy, anything which needs to be removed. So then I ask Jesus, then he can surround person with his golden Christ consciousness light. I've got Archangel Raphael, so he can surround person with his green, emerald green healing light. I see in person and me and all both teams, we straight going like, I see it like, I wouldn't say it even cage, it's just massive. It's just something huge, like crystalline caves. I think it's Tellus, because I work with Adama. Adama appearing there as well. And the colors of crystals, the actual crystals are different for each person. And as well, sometimes it can change 3 times throughout healing, whatever I'm doing, whatever part of the body needs healing and which color needs doing, so crystals change. So I can see like suddenly from say smoky quartz, maybe halfway through they suddenly change into green crystals, or they can change into very dark blue. Like sometimes for people who blue rays is crystals appear like that because this is Andara, this is a celestial sapphire, and this color I see, and I use crystals as well for my healing. So it's all guided. So I know which crystal I'm holding. The pink one or blue one or green. So I use lots of crystals, amplify healing.
Yeah.
Not just completely relying on my own guidance, because there's no one here to teach me.
The beautiful crystals, and I know we all know that crystals absorb, amplify, and transmit energy, not just from the healer, but also from other places that they've received energies from too, right?
Yes, yeah. So all the beings I'm working, Archangel Ariel, I'm fractal of Archangel Ariel, Archangel Michael, and Mary Magdalene. So Mary Magdalene there as well, Mother Mary very often. I've got Buddha with me. I've got Metatron. Metatron always work on DNA. Yes.
what are some of the things that you've seen or observed happening with people when you do your healing process?
I've got mantis and healing grace coming, so they usually work on root chakra and solar plexus. This is what most people got all these dense energies, because I see how they pulling black energies out. I just see what they're doing. So that's what they clearing. And I've got lots of fairies there. So fairies mostly, they bring in different things for me, because I use in part of my healing, not just I surrounding with energies, I know which energy to use, because it's like people who got problem with spine. I lately been healing with red energy. I surround like twisting around red energy is helping them with the back pain and headaches as well. Clearing throat chakras, because lots of people struggling to speak up still, so they need clearing. Activations. I'm activator, so you're not just receiving healing, you're releasing dense energies. You receive chakras activations, which is neat if they stuck or something.
Yeah. I could certainly feel that all up my body, all up to my spine. I could feel the different energy centers being actually spun faster, which was really, I found really exciting and fascinating.
Yeah. When I do that, it's appearing, like a universe or like a galaxy. It's a spinning galaxy, so I can see it going up your chakras, so it's clearing and balancing chakras. So what else I'm doing? I'm using, a lot of people need detox. Lots of people got digestive problems, digestive issues, pain and bloatedness and everything. It's because everybody full of heavy metals and pharmaceuticals and all sorts of toxins. So usually I start as well doing big detox. You're going to laugh, but it's definitely how I'm doing it, because I'm part of it. I'm a medical medium, so really I'm doing body scan. So if you have one-on-one session with me, just specifically quantum healing, usually I start with, after clearing chakras, I'm start completely body scan from top to bottom, and then sometimes before I even starting, I can see words appearing. I can see it is, because I had it so many times. Suddenly they saying to me somebody got cancer, because I had few people which I healed from cancer, not just working on my own, but I went team with normal doctors, because people have to go and have operation or they have to radiotherapy. But the person I had 2 weeks ago, the person had colon cancer. And last week, while I was start healing, after about 10 days of healing, they said to me, Council of Nine said, they was specifically working on that cancer. They said, no, it's all clear, it's no cancer. I was like, what? I only done a few healings. They said, no, it's all healed. I was like, oh, that makes me really happy when I really can help somebody to release and get rid of such a scary for me disease. It's like nothing happiest for me as to somebody really healed and they can live happy life. It's just
it really is about letting, getting people to let go of the all that negative emotional energy they've accumulated.
Yes.
So you really help people to do that, to really let that whole, all that baggage go from the body.
Yes, but this person don't even aware I'm doing healing, because this person not awakened. So if somebody from family ask me to do healing, so I'm doing healing when this person is asleep, so they're not even aware, so that their ego completely out of way. So you can't get healing, ask me for doing healing for your family members, so they doesn't even need to know that, because I ask their higher self permission to do that. Yes. And I've been told many times, just do healing, helping people.
They're really good at that, being able to tell you to talk to their higher self first. And when you got their ego out of the way like that, it makes it so much easier.
Yes, then they can't interfere. So I'm using music, and music is really I changed lots of music because it was not right vibration for me. So, and you experience that
Yeah, well,
music.
the music selection you chose was astounding. I mean, like I said, it got my mind occupied so that I could allow that. You know, when the mind is out of the way, it makes things so much easier for a healer. I know you know that from your experience. When just getting the ego out of the way is a huge
Yes,
step in the healing process.
yes. That's why I ask people do meditation maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes before I start doing healing. So that's when I start healing, they're completely calm. Some people saying on some video reviews I have on my YouTube channel, people said they start feeling my healing like 10 minutes before I even actually started. And I was like, how is that possible? And they said, because time don't exist.
Yes. Yeah.
It was funny.
Wow.
Do I need to talk about soul defragmentation healing?
Yeah, please talk a bit about the soul defragmentation process, and then we'll take some questions from anybody that's out there.
Yes, yeah. Soul defragmentation healing is completely different from ancestral healing. Oh, I didn't say about ancestral healing little bit. How I see it in person heart chakra, and I see like lots of like a hologram. This is all like ancestors. They're like all stuck. This is why people can experience a lot of physical pain in the bones, in the muscles, heart pain, and they don't understand. It's like doctors saying there's nothing wrong with you, but they have all these emotions stuck, difficult emotions and dark emotions and depressed, but it's not their energy, it's just ancestral. So when me and Adama healing them, we can see it's like one of ancestrals appearing. I can see who it is. It's like could be Native American or could be Arcturian, could be just anyone. And he just scan with a big crystal and we just releasing them, so then I can see like soul going into the source. So the people feel so much lighter. It's like pressure.
Yeah, I certainly noticed that. I did feel physically, I actually felt physically lighter after the treatment.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, soul defragmentation. They give me name is regeneration. So what I see when I start healing, we're going into the 7-dimensional light ship Pleiadian. So it's healing mostly first has been with the Pleiadian collective. I specifically work with one of Pleiadian sisters, Electra. And the rest of all my team, because in my team as well, I've got Andromedan collective. I've got beings from Antares as well, they collective energy. So I'm working with lots of extraterrestrial energies. So they really helping.
So
yeah, so when we go into that 7-dimensional light ship, it's like in sci-fi film, because the person getting they put into the light pod, and then they got Adama put massive crystals around them. So it works when you're doing group healing or you're doing one-on-one healing. It's just we'll have different colors of crystals next to each person. So it works both ways. And they get scanned with plasma, like with the divine like plasma light, because it start white and then it can change to any colors if they sense anything they need clearing or something, balancing chakras. So I can see the color changes of this plasma light.
wow.
And then after a few minutes balancing and clearing, then we Electra and other Pleiadians, they take person and me as well. Then we fly into different planets, to different galaxies to collect these soul fragments. Lately been lot of going to Orion and Sirius B, and I can see we go in there and what person sometimes it's like beautiful gardens or forest, or Sirius B, a lot of it's like water. So we're changing from seeing like, and because I'm angelic, I see myself like white angel. When I was doing your healing Saturday, you appeared as like, it's not just big angel, you appeared like white archangel. So I will start laughing, because when I put person for healing, is like on crystalline bed, your wings were so huge. And I was like, I have to put them together because I have to walk around. Some people appearing as golden angels, some people just themselves, their body. So I think star seeds I seen just like their body. So it's always look different.
So what
So
do you do when you
yeah.
finish the treatment? Do you reconnect to the person and talk to them about what happened? Do you have any communication after that?
Oh, I always asking for messages for the person before end of healing. Asking what do I need to tell person. Sometimes they're saying, oh, they already received their messages, or they're telling me what exactly they need to do with both healings. With all three types of healing, before I end healing, I wrap them in different energies. I wrap them in blue energy of protection from Archangel Michael. Then I put on top violet flame from Saint Germain. I put pink energy of love, golden Christ consciousness, and on top always divine white crystalline light. So that people said they feel like they've been swaddled with such a soft energies.
Yes, I found that pretty remarkable. Like I literally did feel like I was being enveloped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And if you have first quantum healing, I have to write it down everything, because when I scan body, I might have lots of messages. What with each chakra, what illness, what they need to do. Because then when we finish, we go in on Skype or Messenger or Zoom or whatever, WhatsApp, and then we have video call, and I tell person everything, what I find, what I hear, and what they need to do to be able to change their life. And when I got messages, they need to go to doctors, they need to go do blood tests, and what issues I find. So then I give them all this information, and I advise them to do some exercise, to drink more water, to do more, if they need detox and everything. Another part of healing I'm using is a shamanic healing as well, in quantum healing. Because I asking fairies, and they bring me different herbs. They could be stuff as like for detox. I always use celery juice. So I start detox from celery juice for people. Then I can put like green and like a gel, pour they got all inside of them to remove inflammation and like cooling everything. And fairies can make me like flower essences for nervous system, is always like a sort of like lavender to calm body. It's just different energies for different issues.
Yeah, the fairies love working with the natural materials like that all the time. I've experienced that too in a different way. But yeah, they love working with the natural ingredients of this earth.
Yeah. And I've got one of my guides is a golden dragon. So he works as well on people root chakras. That's what I noticed. He work on that area a lot with fire, but it's not burning fire. It's to releasing very strong like traumas. And I send as well, apart from activations people receive, I send light language symbols. And last week I was sending somebody symbols, and they was on the fire. They just had fire, maybe top, like my top color, and I was like, I never seen that before. So I was like, my dragon. I said, that must be something to do with you. He said, yes, it's a dragon codes. So it's part of activation. So you will receive whatever you need to, whatever your team guided me to do, I'm doing.
Wow.
So it's a lot happening. It's not like boring something music. I'm doing a lot to move all energies and release
Yeah, I can attest
everything
that.
and heal.
You're the first healer of your type that I've brought onto my channel. So I really wanted to give people the opportunity to experience this and share this. And I highly recommend it. I want to see if let's see if we got any questions from anybody that they might
Yes.
have for you. We'll just take a quick look here.
Okay.
Just give me a moment. Okay. The healing really is amazing. Hi, everybody. I'm glad you guys could show up today. Yeah, Tatiana did a healing event during our courses our Mediumship 103 course, which we are almost through for this year. And she did a healing event with our students yesterday. And they were just absolutely amazed. And I think I see some of you are making comments here. That's great. Hi. So anybody got any questions for Tatiana? Oh yeah, from Patricia. Is this mostly physical or could it be used for healing money issues as well?
I think when you release ancestral money issues, I feel is ancestral really issues. It's coming from back there. So when you release your ancestral traumas and all these negative beliefs, all this programming, because everybody poor before and there's always fears. So when you release that, you have to be healed from that. But you have to, healing is a process. It can't just happen like that. You have to work on yourself as well. So it's not just my healing. You have to do work yourself as well. This is what I've been told, that I am new type of a healers. Before people say, I want healing, I go to healer, you heal me, and I carry on doing what I'm doing. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be actively participating with what I'm advising you to do, and you need to do it, because if you go back, if I advise you to change your diet, do exercise, but if you carry on doing drinking, smoking, and eating unhealthy, you're not drinking much water, my healing is not going to last for very long, because you're going back to your old ways. So that's just, it's not working. So if you don't want to work on yourself, it's just pointless going healing, because it's like will be, I don't know, maybe it will last for a few days and then it's will burn out, because if you're not willing to change, nothing going to change like anything else. Money issue, health issues, relationship, just anything.
Yeah, and you see that a lot with like workshop. People go to big workshops and they go to these seminars and they do this stuff, and then they don't do anything to follow up. They get that high from the workshop or in your case, the healing, and
Yes.
They don't do follow up. It doesn't work. You have to do the work. It has to be continued and maintained.
Yeah, definitely. I have this from my experience. If I'm doing lots of courses, but I'm not practicing anything, it's just waste of time.
We have a question from Kira. Can the healing work on people with loads of allergies and eczema skin type?
I think this is to do with really needing detox first. Yes, it's definitely. Yeah. Because his skin problems is coming from really digestive problems. And you need to clear first. Because for my oven healing...
So you really... So if somebody came to you with a condition like eczema, or that's what you would say first, you'd have them do detox first before you did the treatment, or were you still to do the treatment and then have them detox?
Yeah, but I will do healing anyway, start from detox.
Right.
But then, because I'm going to scan them, see what all the issues I've been guided to speak with them about. So they might need to go to doctors. But in my experience, with all these skin conditions, allergies, food sensitivities, is all digestive problems, is all really we full of toxic metals. And because I need to read all these Anthony Williams books, Medical Medium, so you always start healing from the toxin body completely, because I have to do it myself. I have to be on celery juice for about 8-9 months every day, and heavy metal detox smoothie. So I know it works because I healed my digestive system. And before I could not digest anything. I had so many, all my life is all these tablets and everything. You have to release pharmaceuticals, and it takes a long time to release all that.
So
Because
you went through that process?
Yes, I went through that process myself last year. Because when I've been told about 18 months ago that I am medical medium and I have to read all books of Anthony Williams and experience on myself, this is where I start from celery juice book. And as well, I had a body scan by Brad Johnson. So he said my body is absolutely got such a high percentage of heavy metals. So he said, no, you really need to go and do detox first. So, and anything, all new books, everybody says to heal yourself, you need to start from detox. You have to release all the rubbish from your body, because no matter what you're doing, if you're still full of stuff, healing, you can't start healing without detoxing first. Release poison first. Same like any infections or urine infection or just anything. If you take antibiotics, you're just full of the poison. So it makes you feel so sluggish, exhausted and everything until you release all that. But lots of people get problems with that.
A lot of people don't understand that. They don't realize that they have to clean the inside of the body up. You can't have poisons in the body. That process of detoxing, I mean, we have that in our Mediumship 101 course, where you go through a process of learning to re-articulate how you eat and what you put in your body to raise your vibration. That's essential, I think.
Yes. So I have to drink so many juices and make smoothies. So because I started changing my oven diet about 7 years ago, I went to, because I've been doing courses with my spiritual teacher, and one of the courses I done healthy eating. So she said 7 years ago, it's a whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 solid days course. And she cook for us, she doing everything to show us how to make smoothie, how to make juice, which is good. Most important, what not to eat. Yeah. So 7 years ago, I stopped myself eating pork and beef, no having sugar, have to release all gluten, not having any dairy. So I had to completely change my diet, bit by bit. Yeah. And I know it's not easy, but you have to invest in yourself, because otherwise you're not going to improve.
Exactly. As we've
seen,
changes. As I've seen so many times, right? As they tell me all the time, there's so many people that want to heal, but they don't want to do the work.
No, especially people don't want detox. And I said, now, if I don't want to do my celery juice every day, I doing just massive amount of celery juice 1 day a week at weekend when I'm at home. And I said, this is like my top up. And I have my smoothie, banana and blueberries. This is what is heavy metal detox smoothies, most of it.
Okay, we have another question here from Nicole. Is porthole energy a form of healing?
Sorry, what was that?
Is portal energy a form of healing?
Portal energy?
Yeah. I get an immediate yes for that, but what do you get?
I just see some swirling energy, like from higher dimensions, but I never heard of that type of healing before.
Mm-hmm. I understand what I'm getting from, because again, I've heard the term portal healing, and it's basically understanding how to bring higher dimensional energies down into time space to interact with matter differently than what we're used to. But yeah, a question also from Susan. Or no, Lysandra's got a question. Can you heal my family and I? Thanks. Yeah, let me say, if you want to book a session with Tatiana, I'll leave all the links and information below in the video, so you can get in touch with her and book a session. So yeah, she can certainly, you can work on whole families, right, Tatiana?
Yes, of course. I can work on whole family, whatever issues they are, because I notice now coming like family lineage, and they all got like same issues. It's like arthritis or other diseases. It's like whole family will have them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
lots of people I see now, everybody appearing, they all need this ancestral lineage clearing. And I ask, why is that? Because they're saying most of us will have this last incarnation on this planet now. So we have to clear and all that.
Yeah. I agree with that. There's a lot of people that won't be coming back after this incarnation. I've
Yes.
run into quite a few
Yeah.
of them. Question from Suzanne. I have been told my daughter's past life, she was in Auschwitz with Anne Frank. She has anorexia. Can she be healed from this?
Oh dear. Yes, I think she can be healed with that, but it's just I've been myself physically in Auschwitz, so I know energies are horrendous there. Because I went there by mistake when I went to Poland. I didn't know what the Auschwitz, and it's part of, unfortunately, part of going to excursion to Krakow. So it was, I know why I feel like horrendous there, because I didn't know I'm spiritual, extremely sensitive empath, so I feel energies.
Cool.
And energies there is just horrendous. So
okay, so that's a yes, I take it.
yes, I can. What I've been told, but in channel sessions, that I can heal about 80%. The 20% which I can't heal, it's people lessons. And I ask about that when I scan, if it is lesson or I can heal that. So without actual scanning person, I can't tell you, because I don't know if it's your lesson or is not. But lots of people got many problems anyway, different
Right.
issues.
Sure
So
do.
until person learn this lesson, no one can heal them. And most of the time I have to work in team with normal doctors, because they have to do operations, they have to give people like antibiotics.
Yeah.
But I'm actually one who's actually doing actual healing, because doctors just, yes, they do your operations, they give you tablets, and they don't want to know you. But then who's doing healing is me.
Yeah. Well, the healing is becoming natural healing is becoming so powerful. And, when you're dealing with higher dimensional energies, it can really change people rapidly.
Yes.
Wanda's asking, could this be helpful for people with mental health issues?
Yes, because if you release, because most of it's same, it's not yours. So every time I've been feeling like horrendous anxiety or depression or anything else, I ask for my team, and they're saying, that's not yours. Lots of our empaths, we're absorbing energy, and we're supposed to release that. We're supposed to alchemize and release that. We don't realize this is not our energy. This is my experience. I thought I had horrible anxiety, but every time they're saying, it's not yours. This is part of your mission. You're absorbing it. You feel collective. Alchemize and release that. I have to do that every morning, because this is what I'm doing. It's just one of many missions.
Yeah.
So I can wake up in the morning with horrendous anxiety and feeling suicidal. But I know it's not mine. So I have to have a shower. You can have an energetic shower. Imagining it's just white light, ask your team to clear you. You need to do grounding. So you just releasing everything. I have to do Kundalini yoga. So this is reconnection, rebalancing your chakras and all your energies. So you have to do something. You can't just thinking you just take tablets, they help you. No, they never help you.
No, they don't.
They don't, because I had all sorts of horrendous experiences with my own health, and every time I've been asking, you know, one of the first readings I had with Christine Davis, and his God came through, and my question was, why I have such a horrendous life? Why I have so many different illnesses? That was like 2.5 years ago. And she said, God said to me, God crying for me. He said he feels so sorry for me, because he said, you are a sacrificial lamb. You sacrifice yourself for humanity. I was like, what do you mean? In which way? And he said, your soul choose to incarnate and experience with all these obstacles, all illnesses. So then when you start healing, you have to experience all devastating experiences and illnesses yourself. You can't help people if you know experiences yourself. So you have to go through and overcome everything. Like, oh, yes, it makes sense now.
Wow. No, these are great questions. Now, I got another question here about how people can get a hold of you. I'll reiterate, all of the
Yes.
contact information will be below this video. So after the videos
Yes.
load up on YouTube, you'll be able to get a hold of Tatiana. She's got a website. You want to tell people how they can get a hold of you right now?
Yes. Yes. So what they can do. So they can go on really on the Facebook. Is my page is Galactic Goddess of Healing.
Okay, and I'll include your email address and other information in the bottom here, so people can reach you. Tatiana, I can't recommend your healing process enough to others. Please avail yourself of this energy healing. It's that time. We really need to bring that energy up to the planet. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and joining us today. I know we both got pretty busy schedules, so thank you so much.
Yes. Shall we say about what will be in that healing Saturday?
Absolutely. So the event, Tatiana is holding an event this coming Saturday. It's called Blue Moon in Taurus Halloween Healing Event. It's going to be happening October the 31st at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. I think that's Eastern time. That's 4 p.m. UK time. And again, all that information for that will be down there. The cost of that will be $70 per person. So you'll be able to get in touch with Tatiana once I post all the information down here. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. And Tatiana, again, thank you for taking the time to join us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see everybody on my healing. So you will experience all 3 types of healing Saturday.
Wonderful. That's going to be a lot of fun. Please, if you can get out to this event, it'll be worth the time. Much love, everybody.